Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riddle Pace Field here in Troy, Alabama. It's honestly a dreary morning here on Saturday, March the 9th, as we get set for a big, long day of baseball for the Terry Sikes 2024 Memorial Tournament. A little bit of a schedule change. This game was supposed to be Enterprise facing off against, I believe, Muscle Shoals, but instead the game last night between Oak Mountain and Charles Henderson had to get postponed and moved to today here at Riddle Pace, probably so they could actually play. I couldn't imagine what the Charles Henderson field looks like after getting pelted with rain all evening. We did not have a good night for baseball fields last night. A lot of rain coming through. But Riddle Pace Field is about 95% turf, so they are able to play. We've got Parker Adams for Charles Henderson on the mound looking for the first pitch. Kellen Stewart behind the plate. And the first batter for the Oak Mountain Eagles, Alex Harrison. Here's the first pitch to him, breaking ball. That one misses away, and this game is underway. That one a called strike. Very similar location, just a little bit more over the plate. The Trojans come into this game 5-6, not a great start. The Oak Mountain Eagles on an absolute tear. They're 10-3. Listen to some of these offensive stats. 345 batting average, 432 on base percentage, 835 OPS as a team. That's pretty dang good. That one misses outside. Even count now, 2-2. Very similar pitches, all on the outside part of the plate. Not trying to go inside on Harrison. And breaking ball inside on Harrison. Full count now, 3-2. Oak Mountain got a pretty deep cast in the dugout. And called strike three on the outside black. Strike three, Parker Adams collects his first strikeout of the day. That'll bring up Peyton Parkinson. Number 11. I mean, you take a walk in that dugout in Oak Mountain. These guys look more like a community college than a high school. A lot of tall dudes, fit dudes. I mean, I'm kind of scared for Charles Henderson, but a great start for Adams on the mound here. We might have ourselves a ball game. Second pitch to Parkinson gets away from him. 2-0 now. Parkinson with an open stance. Fastball on the inside part. Goes for ball three. Adams going to have a get-me-over pitch to stay in this count. And that one misses high. Parkinson is aboard with a one-out walk. And the Eagles now have runners on base. That'll bring up number 18, Noah Edie. One runner on, one man out. Adams now going from the stretch. Throws back behind Parkinson at first, nothing doing. Parkinson could get maybe one or two more steps in. First pitch misses. Adams having a little trouble finding the zone this morning. Throws back to first once more. Not in time. Got Wes Templin over at first. Goes to the plate. Breaking ball swung onto the left side. Gets through the 5-6 gap into left field. Parkinson will hold up at second. And that's a base hit for Noah Edie. Good piece of hitting from Edie. Just a breaking ball on the inside part. Drives it into the ground and muscles it into left field for a base hit. That'll bring up Caleb Hester, the four-hole batter, number 23. 2 men on base, 1 man in scoring position, 1 out. This one swung on foul down the third base line. Chase Vaznian over at the hot corner of third. We've got Owen Pugh at shortstop and his brother Cole Pugh at second base. Adams comes set, kicks and deals. This one high in the air to right field. Right fielder calls it off, makes the grab. No runners tag, and they'll stay at their respective bases. So 2 outs now for the Trojans. They can try to get out of this one unscathed. And Reed Hartsfield crowding the plate, and a jam shot as to be expected. Anything on the inside of the plate is going to be dangerous for Hartsfield. Most umpires are keen to give the inside part to the pitcher, even if it is really close to the batter, but you are the one crowding the plate. You gotta respect a pitcher being able to come inside. And another one fouled off. Adams miles ahead now, 0-2. Hartsfield going to have to choke up, try to just put something in play. He's not choking up on the bat, but he's probably going to try and shorten his swing at least. And waves at that one for strike 3. Adams gets out of it after a tough start. And your score tied at 0. Oak Mountain gets 1 hit and 1 runner aboard with a walk, but Adams closes it out as we head into the bottom of the first inning. Charles Henderson ready for their first at bat. I didn't notice it in the top of the inning, but their jerseys are clean. They got the navy blue with white pinstripes. They've got cursive lettering on the front, orange number on the back. And the jerseys for the Eagles, pretty nice. Reminds me of Pike Lib a little bit. All white with blue hats. And Cooper Johnson up to bat now for the Trojans, leading things off here in the bottom of the first. The Trojans have a .270 collective batting average, .373 on-base percentage, and a .688 OPS. That one misses outside. Alex Harrison on the mound for the Eagles, misses his first pitch. Cooper Johnson also way up on the line, protecting the plate. That one misses low. Watches that one for ball 2. And he does have the right on left advantage. That one outside part of the plate called for strike 1. Had a little trouble with that one, didn't I? Harrison to the plate. This one swung on, hit the other way. Short hop, second baseman fields it cleanly. Throw in to first in time for out number 1. Great hustle from Cooper Johnson. You'd have to be Bo Jackson to beat that one out. Hit the ground ball to the second baseman. That's a tough one to beat out, but Johnson gave his best at the least. And that'll bring up number 18, Clay Johnson. And that one a called strike. Clay batting from the left side. And a breaking ball called strike 2. Johnson in a deep hole now. Gonna have to protect the plate. And it rings him up, strike 3. Umpire having a very lenient strike zone today, but it's gone both ways so far. And that'll bring up number 16, Chase Vaznian. 2 outs, nobody on. Trojans can't really get anything going so far. This one hit the other way into the gap. It'll get down. Can't get to the wall. Vaznian looking for extra bases, doesn't get it. Throw gets back in time. Vaznian on board with a 2-out single. That'll bring up number 1, Parker Adams, walking out to some old school Kid Rock. No batting gloves. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Adams batting a .429 coming into this game. You don't have to be a baseball genius to know that's a pretty good number for a batting average. And swing and a miss on the breaking ball. A lot of drop on that one on the inside part of the plate. 2 strikes now for Adams. And he struck Harrison out in the top of the inning. Harrison trying to get a little bit of revenge here. The 0-2. And this one popped up. Harrison going to call it off, makes it himself. And that's the end of the inning. So 1 hit for both sides. Runners stranded, still no score as we head into the second inning. Bottom of the inning, Nick McCord up to bat now, number 1. And the first pitch from Adams. Fastball waved at for strike 1. Adams working quick up on the mound. This one fouled off, well out of play. Coach telling McCord to step up in the box closer to the plate. Might not be good. Adams might go inside with a fastball. Breaking ball away. McCord crowding the plate. Here we go. 1-2 and a jam shot. If he'd have been backed up, probably would have made better contact, but I digress. The 1-2 once more. And tiny little check swing, but goes for a ball. Breaking ball on the inside part, ball 3. Full count. Payoff pitch from Adams. Breaking ball swung on in the air to center field. Makes a beat on it and makes the grab for out number 1. And up now for the Eagles, Kevin Jasinski. First pitch to him. Fastball misses away. Fastball swung on high in the air behind the second baseman, ranging back for it, calls it off, and grabs that one for out number 2. Back-to-back flyouts for the Eagles. Adams making quick work of the middle of the order. And number 10, Owen Edwards up to bat now. Lefty. Going to have a slight advantage over Adams. Tries to lay that one down. Nobody on, 2 outs. Might have seen Vaznian playing a little far back. Could have gotten an easy base hit. Vaznian playing even with the third base bag. Two and 0. Fastball called strike on the outside part. Breaking ball, nice pitch. Even count 2-2. Adams working back, going to try to close this one out. Ooh. Runs inside and gets a piece of Edwards, and he's aboard with 2 outs on the hit by pitch. That'll bring up Josh Hart, not to be confused with the Pelicans NBA player. 2 outs, 1 man on. Throw over to first, not in time. But that seems to be the biggest lead Edwards needs to get over there. Goes to the plate. He takes off for second. Throw down, not in time. Good jump from Edwards over at first, and he's in with a stolen bag, and he's now in scoring position. So a base hit should put a run on the board for the Eagles. That one misses low. And that pitch was a called strike, so it's 1-1 now. And that one, not sure where that missed. Umpire's been giving that one all day. Must have missed high. 2-1 count. Here's Adams. This one in the air to right field. And an easy grab out there in right field for out number 3. And your score hasn't changed, 0-0 as we head into the bottom of the second. Leading things off for the Trojans in the bottom of the second, number 14, Wes Templin. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. That one misses outside. Wes, of course, the younger brother of Will Templin, who graduated last year, I believe is playing baseball at Gadsden State. Don't quote me on it. But Will Templin, a great baseball player, just like his brother. And that one right down the heart of the plate. Watch for strike 1. That one swung on the other way. Fair! Down the right field line. Gets down for a base hit. And Wes Templin aboard with no outs. That's a leadoff single to start the inning. Kind of got jammed on that one. Had to muscle it out into right field, and it gets down fair. But it don't matter how it happened. It still gets scored a single either way. And that'll bring up number 3, Cole Pugh. He's showing bunt before the pitch, goes to the plate, and popped up in the air. The last thing you want to do on a bunt. Showing bunt once more. Now pulls that one back as that just misses the zone. Got Edie at third base crashing as soon as he shows it. They throw over behind Vasny and didn't have a tremendous lead over there anyway, but back in time. That one misses the plate as well. 2-1 now to Pugh. Fastball misses low. 3-1. They throw behind Vasny again, not in time. If he had a more sizable lead, probably would have been picked right there. Because on the first move, he was putting all his weight towards second and was just back in time. Here's the pitch to Pugh. Called strike on the outside part Full count now, 3-2. Payoff pitch from Harrison. Fastball swung on, strike 3. Pugh goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Kellen Stewart, number 8. One out, one man on. Harrison to the plate, breaking ball, called strike. And swung on for strike number 2. Stewart starting 0-2, going to have to protect. Fastball right down the heart of the plate, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Trojans after Templin opens up the bottom of the inning with a base hit. And number 12, Wilson Jones up now. 2 outs. Templin over at first. And swing and a miss on the breaking ball inside. Nice pitch from Harrison. This one swung on in the air to right center field. Center fielder ranges over for it and makes the grab for out number 3. So still no scores from either side after Templin leads things off with a base hit. The Trojans go down in order. So the score is still 0-0 as we head into the 3rd inning. Eagles back to the top of their lineup to start the 3rd inning. And this one swung on well foul. Shows bunt before the pitch, but pulls back as it goes for ball 1. Fastball waved at for strike 2. Fastball swung on to the right side. Pugh ranges over for it. Throw to first in time, out at first. And bang, bang play at first goes the way for the Trojans. That'll bring up Peyton Parkinson for his 2nd at bat now. And watches that breaking ball for strike 1. Good pitch from Adams. Just misses the zone outside. Even count now, 1-1. Nice spot on the breaking ball, misses low. Spikes that one 3 or 4 feet in front of Parkinson. Hitters count 3-1. This one right back up the middle and rolls into center field for a base hit. That one did not sound good off the bat. Definitely off the end. but muscled it into center field for a base knock, bringing up Noah Edey, number 18, for his second at bat. First pitch misses outside. Parker Adams throws behind at first. Close play, but he's back in time. That one misses low. Goes to the plate, breaking ball swung on in the air to center field. Comes in and grabs it for out number 2. Good play from the center fielder to read that one. And there's 2 outs now. Eagles have 1 man on, and Caleb Hester up to bat. Breaking ball on the outside part and misses the zone. Ball 1. This one fouled off, out of play. Gonna roll back down. He takes off for second, throw not in time as it bounces off the carpet. And Peyton Parkinson with a stolen base. A base knock will score him as he's in scoring position. A 2-1 count to Parkinson. That one misses high. Hitters count now 3-1. Spins a breaking ball. That one misses high and goes for ball 4. And Coach Smart going to come out and talk with Adams on the mound with 2 outs, 2 men on. So just a quick talk with Adams, trying to calm his nerves up there on the mound. He's got 2 outs, not in a bad position. And that one misses the zone. We got Reed Hartsfield up to bat again. Toes on the line of the batter's box, crowding the plate. Breaking ball misses the zone. A 2-0 start now to the count. And spikes that one. Not a great start to the at-bat for Adams. 3-0. Going to have a get-me-over pitch. We'll see if Hartsfield has the green light if that pitch comes. And 4 balls in a row. Bases are juiced for the Eagles. And the man tasked with getting a run on the board is the 6-hole batter, Nick McCord. 2 outs, gotta have a base knock or maybe a pass ball if the Eagles want to put the first run of the game up. The Eagles dugout going crazy over there. They've got an umbrella. And a called strike to start the at-bat. Adams getting back in the groove. Fastball swung on in the air to right field. Right fielder doesn't get a read on it. It goes over his head off the wall. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, and he's being held up at third. So a 2 RBI double for Nick McCord comes through in a big way. And the Eagles have struck gold first. They lead 2-0. And 2 outs, 2 men on, both in scoring position, brings up number 9, Kevin Jasinski. That one misses outside. Back-to-back balls to start the at-bat. Adams really going to need to settle in and just focus on throwing strikes here to close out this inning. Not that much damage done. He can still get out of this. And breaking ball called strike. Kicks and deals. Fastball fouled off. Rolls to the backstop. And seemed to get a piece of the umpire or maybe the catcher. Usually when an ump or a catcher takes time like that, it's for courtesy for the other. Even count now, 2-2. Adams just 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. And this one swung on, fouled on the third base line. Good throw from the umpire there. This one swung on in the air to right field. Might get down. Oh, diving play from the right fielder. It gets away from both him and the center fielder. And he'll be held up at second as Jasinski almost seemed to roll his ankle while trying to round second, but he's held up there. He plates 2 more. And he seems to be okay. Might have just came down on it a little wrong. And they tack on 2 more runs. They have a 4-0 lead now over the Trojans. First pitch to Edwards misses away. Ball 1. 2 outs, 1 man in scoring position. That one misses high and away. This one on the ground, foul on the first base line. Two and one. And waves at that one for strike 2. And nails him on a full count. And he's aboard with a 2-out hit by pitch. 2 men on now for the Eagles. And Josh Hart back at the plate for the Eagles. Can't speed his hands up to that one. It's fouled off the backstop. 0-2. Oh, what could have gotten a better call would have gotten him out of the inning. Instead goes for ball 1. Adams comes set, kicks and deals. Breaking ball swung on, foul down the third base line. And this one misses. And that one for strike 3 and out number 3. The Eagles plate 4 runs on back-to-back doubles from Nick McCord and Kevin Jasinski. They lead 4-0. Cole Pugh starting things off in the bottom of the third. And that one called a strike. Even count now, 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. Just misses the zone. Ball 3. Pugh in a hitter's count. Fastball misses the zone. Owen Pugh moves up to first to lead off the inning. Trojans now back to the top of their lineup as number 4, Cooper Johnson, is up to the plate for his second at bat. Started things off for the Trojans with a ground out. Shows bunt but pulls back. They throw behind Pugh at first. Tag not in time. They toss behind him. Not in time. Goes to the plate, tries to get a bunt down. Doesn't connect. The 1-1. They throw back behind Pugh. He takes off for second. Throw skips in front of him. He's in a pickle. Did he miss the tag? He'll be called out. And Pugh a little too jumpy over there. Might have gotten the steal sign. That's why he went on first move. Not sure. And the Trojans give up their leadoff runner. Breaking ball misses on the inside part. 2-1. They've got one out, no runners on now. This one swung on over the pitcher's head. Going to be a tough play from the shortstop. He ranges over, throw in time at first. Nice play from Nick McCord over at short to make that one. That'll bring up Clay Johnson for his second at bat. Struck out his first time up. Breaking ball called, strike one. On the outside part of the plate, just misses the zone. Even count now, 1-1. Fastball swung on, out of play. The 1-2. And he doesn't stay in the box, and that one misses for a ball. Probably would have gotten a piece of him. 2-2. Fastball fouled off. Two once more. And swing and a miss for strike three and out number three. So the Charles Henderson Trojans start off good, but can't put any runs on the board after a couple of mistakes on the base paths. They still trail 4-0. New arm on the mound for the Trojans. Looks like Cole Pugh, who's moved from second. His first pitch waved after strike one. And no windup for Pugh. Going straight from the stretch. Strike two as he doesn't pull that one back. Breaking ball misses high. One and two. This one swung on, out of play down the left field line. And called strike three on the inside part of the plate. Nice breaking ball from Pugh, and he's off to a good start. First man faced, first strikeout of the day. And Peyton Parkinson up for his third at bat now. And starts him off 2-0. Throws that one behind him, 3-0. And that one goes for a strike. Three and one count now to Parkinson. Waves at that one for strike two. Pugh has brought it back to a full count. And throws that one away for ball four. So 1 out, 1 man on for the Eagles, bringing up Noah Edie. And break him on the outside, Parton watched for strike 1. This one on the ground, could be 2, to second for 1. Over to first, in time, double play for the Trojans. And your score is still 4-0 as Cole Pugh comes on and throws a good inning. And the Trojans are going to try to tack on some runs to beat this deficit. Chase Vasnian leading things off in the bottom of the 4th. And Harrison spins a breaking ball on him for strike 1. And that one fouled off. Vasnian way behind, 0-2. That one outside. Breaking ball swung on, strike 3. That one brings up Parker Adams. And this one right back to the shortstop. Great hit, just right at somebody, unfortunately. And that goes for a quick out, number 2. Wes Templin skies this one on the air to shallow right field. It's in no man's land. Right fielder calls it off, makes the grab for out number 3. Trojans go down in order as we head into the 5th inning. Caleb Hester leading things off as it's his first time facing Cole Pugh. This one ripped in the air to center field. Doesn't make the grab. This one off the wall in Doubles Alley. Hester being waved around to third. And that's a stand-up triple to lead off the inning for Caleb Hester. And the 5-hole batter, Reed Hartsfield. First pitch misses outside. No outs. We got Hester just at third base. Same spot, same call. Starts him 2-0. Three and 0. No challenge pitches from Pugh in this at bat. And Hartsfield will be walked on 4 straight pitches. Men on first and third now for the Eagles, bringing up Nick McCord, who drove in 2 runs on a double his last time up back in the 3rd inning with the bases juiced. This time he's missing a man on second, but a base hit could score 1. This one ripped, gets through into the outfield for a base knock. And he'll tack on another RBI and another run for the Eagles. And that'll bring up Kevin Jasinski. 2 men on at a different spot, men at first and second. Eagles lead 5-0. And called strike on the inside part. That one misses outside, even count, 1-1. Paints the black on the outside part, goes for strike 2. This one swung on foul down third base line. And rings him up on the outside part for strike 3 and out number 1. Owen Edwards now batting for the Eagles. 1 out, 2 men on. Tries to lay that one down, pops off the top of the bat. This one ripped into right field. Off the wall. Both runners right behind each other. He's going to be in to third with a 2 RBI triple. Big swing for Owen Edwards right there. Knocks that one off the wall in one of the deepest parts of the field. And they have a pinch hitter for Josh Hart. That's number 28, Cole Kelly. Eagles have increased their lead 7-0 now. This one misses low. Misses outside, starts him 2-0. Jam shot fouled out of play. The 2-1. Misses high and in, 3-1 now. This one gets down for a base hit into left field. And they'll drive in another run as the pinch hitter comes through with a base knock. New arm on the mound for the Trojans, Trenton Bryan, number 23. And he's set to face the top of the lineup, Alex Harrison. And swing and a miss, Hill inherit one out with one man on and an 8-0 deficit. Breaking ball called strike right over the heart of the plate for strike 2. And this one into the 5-6 gap, rolls into left field for a base hit. And Brooks Braswell will step up now to pinch hit for the Eagles. And a pinch runner for the Eagles, number 16, Will Tate, over at first. One out. We are close to run rule territory. If the Eagles tack on 2 more runs and hold the Trojans in the bottom of the 5th, this game will be done early. Misses low. And Stewart going to take a second to talk to Bryan. That one misses low and away, spiked in the dirt. Or, well, the turf, I should say. The only dirt in this entire field is the mound and the bullpen mounds. Everything else is AstroTurf. That one misses away, 3-0. And 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls, and another runner on for the Eagles. Bases are loaded, another pinch hitter now. That's Gabe Jones. First pitch to him is a strike. He's got 1 out. Bases are juiced. That one a called strike. Just misses the zone. Misses low as that bounces in the other batter's box. 2-2. That one misses high. Jones has brought this one back. Full count now. And the payoff pitch from Brian. Swung on in the air to left field. Will it stay fair? Foul ball. And they'll walk in a run. Now, that run will not hurt Brian's ERA as he inherited that runner. But all of them from here on out will be his own. And another, that's Eric Oxford, number 8. So they've got almost an entirely new lineup. But good for them, letting their bench players get some at-bats. They lead 9-0 now after that walked-in run. Even count now 1-1, 1 out, bases still loaded. That one misses the zone. In the air to shallow left field. He's camped under it, makes the grab. He'll tag up at third, not a great jump. Throw not in time, and he'll come around to score. So a sacrifice fly for Oxford. And we are in run rule territory as they lead 10-0. Will Odell now batting. Another pinch hitter. And the on-deck batter, also not in the starting lineup. That's Camden Spangler. But there's 2 outs, may not see him. 2 runners in scoring position for the Eagles. 2 outs. And the pitch from Brian. That one misses high. And called on the inside part for strike 1. That one fouled off, well out of play. And chased that one, but stays alive. The 1-2 pitch once again. And a called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate for out number 3. So the Eagles tack on 6 runs in the top of the 5th, and they lead 10-0. The Trojans down to their last 3 outs if they don't put one on the board this inning. New arm on the mound for the Eagles. Number 6, Zach Fitzgerald, looking to close things out. Trojans down to their last 3 outs. They've got to put a run on the board to save this game as they trail 10-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch from Fitzgerald misses low, ball 1. And the first batter he'll face, number 3, Cole Pugh. That one misses outside, 2-1. Swung on, hit in the air, back up the middle. Center fielder ranges for it and makes the grab for out number 1. And Kellen Stewart now up to bat for the Trojans. 1 out, nobody on. This one hit the other way, going to be a tough play for the center fielder. It gets down into left center and will roll all the way to the warning track. Stewart being waved around a third. Throw not in time. Gets away and out of play. Stewart will have a makeshift inside the park home run, and this game is still going to be played. And Trenton Bryan now batting for the Trojans. Be going from the left side of the plate. But the Trojans will hang on to at least one more inning. And the first pitch to Bryan called strike. That one misses outside, even count now 1-1. Way early on that swing, hits the end of the bat, fouled off, gets a piece of the umpire, it seems. Coach Chase Smart going to take a second to make sure he's okay. Smart, of course, played catcher for Charles Henderson and Troy, so he probably knows what it feels like to get pelted by a foul ball. Called strike 3 on the outside part. And the 9-hole batter for the Trojans up now with 2 outs, nobody on. Number 5, Owen Pugh. Speedy fastball there, misses the zone for ball 1. That one misses as well, 2-0. Pugh may not even have to move the bat from his shoulder this at bat. Fitzgerald going to need a get me over pitch here. And 4 straight balls to Owen Pugh. That's his second walk of the day. And back to the top of their lineup. Cooper Johnson, 2 ground outs so far. Pugh's reached base both times today, but last time he got in a little bit of trouble on a pickle. They threw behind him at first as he took off to second on the left-handed pitcher's first move. But he's aboard now with 2 outs, and Cooper Johnson up to bat. First pitch to him, a get-me-over fastball, does its job. That one also watch goes for strike 2. Johnson in a bad spot. That one gets away from the catcher. Pugh in with a stolen base. Pugh up to second. A base hit could score. And waves at that one for strike 3. The Trojans put on 1 run with an excellent effort from Stewart, who had a triple and came in on an error. So the Trojans stay alive, but they still trail by 9 runs. The Eagles lead 10-1. First pitch misses. Top of the 6th inning. Trojans have kept the game alive. Still trailing 10-1, but they'll get another inning of play at least. This one swung on and missed. And this is Camden Spangler. His first at bat of the day. A pinch hitter, swing and a miss on that one as well. Hefty hacks at both those pitches. And came inside, got a piece of him. I couldn't even hear it from up here, but might have nicked a piece of his helmet, but that's an easy 90 feet for Spangler. And he's aboard with the leadoff hit by pitch. And number 16, Will Tate now batting. This one high in the air to right field. And he's under it to make the grab for out number 1. And now batting is number 10, Owen Edwards. Seems to be the only one not pinch hit for, but he had a huge triple off the wall his last at bat. And tries to get that one down, goes well foul down the third baseline. Tried to catch Vaznian sleeping over there at third. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 man on. And the off-speed pitch doesn't get enough of the plate. This one skied well foul, out of play. Waves at that one well above his head. First strike 3. Two outs, 1 runner on, and Cole Kelly back up to bat. That one misses high. They throw behind him at first, nothing doing, not in time. And a called strike on the inside part. Nice spot. Breaking ball misses the zone. Little high, came across at the letters. But honestly, that's something he's been calling all day. Takes off for second, and ball 4. And the pitcher, Zach Fitzgerald, now batting. Got 2 men on, 2 men out. That one misses the zone. In the dirt. Stewart's throw to third. Bounces off the bag. Basnian can't handle it. And both runners will move up on the wild pitch. A good throw from Stewart behind the plate from his knees. Just a little short. Basnian was playing on the backside of the bag. This one ripped into left field, gets down for a base knock, and they'll put another run on the board back into run rule territory. Brooks Braswell with runners on first and third. This one ripped right at Pugh over at shortstop for out number 3. So the Eagles put us back in run rule territory. They lead 11-1 as we head into the bottom of the 6th. That one misses inside to start the inning. Got Fitzgerald still out on the mound for the Eagles, looking to close things out. Trojans down to their last 3 outs. This one swung on, fouled off. This is Clay Johnson up to bat. This one on the ground to second baseman. Feels it cleanly, throw to first in time for out number 1. And Chase Vasnian looking to get some more cuts. His third at bat of the day. Had a single his first time up, struck out last time, and waves at that one for strike 1. Check swing went well around for strike 2. That one just off the plate. Even count now, 2-2. 1-2, excuse me. That one misses low. Now it's 2-2. This one in the air to right field. Great play from the right fielder to track that one down for out number 3. Out number 2, man, I'm not reading the scoreboard well this inning, am I? Great hit from Basnian, but just a great play from the right fielder And here's Parker Adams. He had one just straight at the shortstop last time. And waves at the breaking ball for strike one. On the ground to the left side. This could be it. Third baseman throw in time, out at first, and that's your ball game. So after two explosive innings from the Eagles, they put it in a territory that the Trojans just could not come back from, and they win 11-1 in the Terry Sikes tournament. We want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.